What's up, guys? It's your boy Gang, and welcome to Age of Empires 4. Finally getting to do a quick run through of this game. I've been waiting a very long time for them to release this. I've been a fan of the Age of Empires series since it first came out. So we jump straight into it. I haven't opened it. I actually haven't watched any footage of the game yet. I tried the beta game, I would say a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago, when it just came out, but I have not taken a look at anything else major yet. So I know they have single player and multiplayer. I haven't gone into any of those things as yet. Let me go ahead and check my internet connection real quickly. Yes, it's good. Don't know why it's saying I'm currently offline. Okay. So let's look in single player menu just to see what there is. You have campaign, skirmish, art of war. Okay, that they usually have those, I believe. Start with the Normans. Okay, let's just go back home really quick. See what multiplayer has. Multiplayer has quick match, or we can play against the AI. Those both seem really good. What I'm gonna do is just take a look around the menu and stuff like that. So if we hit community, please reconnect through notifications. Reconnect. Alright, so we're connected now. Let's go back to play. Okay, good. Everything is online. So you have community, you have learn. I guess this will tell you about, I guess, each different civilizations they have, it look like. How do I go back? How do I go back? There we go. Let's close that. So I guess the tutorials are there based on each civilization. That's good as well. No mods, that has not been released yet, it looks like, or maybe that's just for me. I am playing this through Xbox Gamepass. I haven't purchased the game, I just have the Xbox Gamepass, and it comes with it. So that's basically it. Click connection. Okay, so I'm level 1. Guess that's my coin. This will show me the achievements, games played, games won. I guarantee the games played versus the games won is going to be a really bad balance. I'm probably going to lose majority of them. Match history. Alright, let's do a campaign. Let's just jump into it and just do something and see what happens. So conquest. In 1066, William of Normandy set out to wrest the kingdom of England from his Anglo-Saxon rivals. Only one man could be king. Alright, let's start it and see. Historical events. I'm gonna go with the story mode. Let's just jump into it.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayer Tapestry. carefully preserved illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north, another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Alright, how do I zoom out?
Obéir, c'est vertu. Affaibloyant je passe.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. Additional Norman archers joined the battle. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers.
Alright, so this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna have to figure out the controls and stuff as well.
The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Alright, so I was trying to keep an eye on the battle or keep the camera focused on that. What I'm gonna do is figure out the
Leaderless and
controls.
defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives.
I'm gonna figure out the controls so I can zoom out if
The
I'm doing
Normans
something.
celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can zoom out and see. So I can see the entire view of the field, basically, or the whatever you want to call it. All right, so that was one done. That moved me up to level 6. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit this one right now. Showing a quick campaign, yes. So that was the campaign. That was one look into the campaign. Let us go to multiplayer really quickly. Let's do quick game versus the AI. Actually, let's just go back under the control plus control minus. Alright, let's run into another mission.
At the Battle of Hastings, The death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
Alright, so I'm gonna do less talking during the gameplay, especially because they're explaining what's going on. Few things. I think I figured out how to zoom based on what it says on the internet. It says Control and plus is to zoom in, and Control and minus to zoom out. I'm gonna test that out. That way, we're in battle, we can actually zoom out, see the entire forces or whatever. So let's see what this one entails.
William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
So I don't think Control plus or Control minus does it. Shift minus and plus. Let me figure that one out. Alright, so I figured it out. If you don't have a mouse, if you pinch and move your fingers outward on the mouse pad, that's on your the trackpad or whatever you want to call it, on the laptop itself. If you hold your fingers together and move it out, it zooms in. If you move your fingers back in, it zooms out. So that's basically how it operates. So let's go ahead and march into this village. I'm actually send a scout in real quick. You okay? Oh, you look like you hit a ball, that's why.
L'heure est de besoigner. Avant, compagnon.
Oh, look, we got a sheep. Let's do Control A, And that includes the sheep. That is cool. Okay, scouts, move forward.
Odite, servientes.
Cavalarios! Cavalarios!
Alright, so we're entering. Oh, the sheep is going forward. So let's leave the sheep here. Let's see if we can capture the town and then bring the sheep with us. I guess the sheep doesn't want to listen. Babe, I'm controlling a sheep with my army. Yeah. And by the way, this is fully zoomed out.
Voyez prest, compagnon. Retrayez vos amours.
Raté, arquers! Ici! Deusei! Momentesi, arquers!
Odite.
Alright, so yeah, let's go in and just destroy this place. Where are my archers? Let's use the archers to get these dudes down. I don't think we're gonna survive this at all. Die, people die. I mean, that's not good to say, but yeah. Alright, so it looked like we actually got the town back, which
The
is
Normans
good.
captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Sito.
Alright, so this now wants me to build up the economy here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pause on this. I'm going to end the video here. If you guys want to see a part 2, episode 2, go ahead, leave a comment below. Hit the like button. I'm probably going to go ahead and do it regardless because I actually really love playing this game. This is something I used to spend hours on as a kid. So if you guys want to see more, please hit the like button. Please comment below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please go ahead and subscribe. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, leave them below. And I get back to each and every one of you. Thank you guys for watching and hope you guys look forward to seeing more Age of Empires 4.